The number one thing I was happy to see is I predicted Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier to have 300 yards rushing combined, and fortunately, Bijan Robinson had 170 yards, so I was pretty close. Now, although Tyler Algier had less than 40 yards, it was purposeful yards leading to a touchdown. So I would say my prediction that not only was Atlanta going to win, but that they were going to win the game easily was a pretty close prediction. I said they were going to win like 30-17, and they won 24-14. So still a pretty convincing double-digit win. Now let's focus more on the entire season. So the reason I think that they can win the championship, I know this is a bold prediction. It might sound like I have a big head, but it's because of their running game, because not only do they have Bijan Robinson, but they have Tyler Algier, and that's what makes Bijan Robinson even more dangerous, is they can rest him a little bit, and they can use Tyler Algier. If they're in short distance, they can also use Tyler Algier's size. And then the play action passing. See, a lot of teams use play action only as a gimmick. Atlanta can really use play action because technically they're one of the only teams that could run the ball on every single play. See, play action is designed to confuse the defense. Is every single play, Atlanta's offense looks like they could either run or pass the ball. And even if they don't hand it off to Bijan Robinson, they can just dump off a short pass to Bijan Robinson or Tyler Algier. And then you have Kyle Pitts, which is like this giant mismatch. He's a top 5 tight end. You have Drake London, who's probably a top 3 wide receiver. And so the two things that came true that I could not believe is I said that Bijan Robinson was going to have over 150 yards rushing. He had over 200 with both receiving and rushing. And I said Drake London was going to have over 100 yards, and he had over 150 yards. So really, the two things that needed to happen to win are the things that need to happen for the rest of the season. Is basically your core 3 or 4 playmakers, Michael Penix Jr., Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, and Kyle Pitts. Those are the people that are going to determine how far Atlanta goes. If they can beat your Tampa Bays, I think they're the only team that can really outperform what they were expected to do this season. A lot of the other teams have actually fallen short. Atlanta, because they're a smaller market, they've outperformed what most experts said. Michael Penix Jr. is an elite quarterback, but because Bijan Robinson is so elite, he only really has to use throwing to Drake London and Kyle Pitts is like a safety net, because Bijan is probably the best player in the entire league. So I think this is the trend you're going to see for the rest of the season, is all of those key offensive